A number of measures have been announced today. Many will affect businesses. One of the big news points for employees here on Main Street is that the minimum wage will rise from £8.10 to £8.60.
It really will not make a difference to me personally, but I think if there are companies that have a number of employees, it may make some difference. But I guess eventually everybody will find a method into putting that increase at the end of the goods. So the goods might go up a little bit.
I think that everybody is happy, okay? So my staff is good news. So it's the inflation is up.
It's little, little. The people need more money. It's more or less it's more expensive, the things.
Everything is going up, all the prices are growing, it's also increasing, and I think with this salary it's not enough for all the habitants.
I don't think so it'll affect a lot, but it is good for the employees because the rates have gone up a lot, and everything is expensive for the employee. It helps.
In an ideal scenario, we would like more assistance for businesses in what is a difficult time, particularly from an inflationary point of view. We've seen the cost of living be an issue for both consumers, but also for businesses, and ultimately businesses will, have to pass on those. A lot of those costs will be passed on to consumers. There's nothing we can do about that. So we would have liked to have seen more. However, I think as well there has to be some realism as to the position we're in economically and politically as well, and I think it's appreciated that we've come out of a difficult time.
So some news that's been warmly welcomed around here is changes to vacancy registration. So the fees will be reduced from £18 to £8.60 in line with the minimum wage, and in some cases where you'd have to wait 10 days before taking on an employee, this could be waived if you have good reason.
That would be a help, to be honest, because especially in this business, the turnaround of workers can be quite more frequent. So, for example, I believe it's a year that you open a vacancy, and I believe it's open for a year. So if, let's say, you don't fill anyone in that vacancy, or you fill someone in that vacancy and after a month they've decided that they want to resign and move somewhere else, or it's quite annoying that you've got to keep on opening other vacancies.
People coming and they want to straight away to work, and we have to wait. I'm sorry, we can't, because we have to get back this, respond. So yeah, it's make a big difference, and also the fee as well for us. It's good. We don't have to pay anymore. I know it's not a big deal, but it's saves some money.
Now, one of the big talking points today has been the news that the public sector employees will receive a £1,200 bonus in September. Now, the Chief Minister said earlier today that private sector did have the option to do this and that it would be tax-free if they chose to. We asked a number of businesses around here and they weren't too keen to tell us what they do about this on camera, but the GFSB had this to say.
An official in the private sector, ultimately, if it's done in the private sector, it's the employer that's going to have to subsidise it, because it's not actually tax deductible on the employer. So it'll be a payroll cost which they can't deduct from profits.
The GFSB says it doesn't see much incentive for private businesses, but there's no harm in having options.